Ronin Pro, I'm watching some old episodes of Superstars, and I see the review from Raw where Sid turns on Sean. What was the deal with those power bombs from Sid? They are some of the worst I've ever seen. Did Sean mention them at all to you because you came in for the save after?
Well, if you remember our WrestleMania, Sean took the worst power bomb ever that I've given. I just think that Sean just did not like the feeling of, because he was always in control of his body, and when you get picked, you're upside down. I think you lose your whereabouts. I just think he did not like that because Sid, Sid powerbombed my ass and laid me flat.
There's that particularly brutal one to Pillman when he's in the cage.
Oh yeah, started
at
War Games.
That he's 8 feet tall and the cage is
in War Games, and he crunches them both ways.
Oh yeah, that's hard to watch. Sid, I got to talk about Sid. We periodically get questions for us about Sid, so let's cover it all here. I had Sid booked for an edition of a kayfabe video. We're going to do a breaking kayfabe. I was going to talk to him about his career, and wouldn't you know it, he didn't get on the plane. Lost his wallet at the airport. Go figure. But anyway, so what I wanted to tell Sid was if you had to create a professional wrestler in the 80s in a laboratory, it would be Sid.
Yeah.
It would look like Sid. It would sound like Sid. Some of the improv, well, when they let him loose on the mic, got a little hairy sometimes. But the intensity and just the look.
But he also did the Jake thing where he would go up and then he would get real quiet.
Yeah. But anyway, what I was going to say was what was his problem? Was he just his worst enemy?
Yeah.
Because he should have been the biggest name in pro wrestling if you walked into the laboratory and saw Sid there. Was he just in his own way?
Yeah. Because, the story I heard, and I don't know how true it is, but they were going to give him Hogan's boots. And they were going to make Sid, and he goes, yeah, but what you really need is a big vicious heel. And they're like, no, we're going to give you Hogan's boots. You're going to be the man. I think you need a big vicious heel. So, and then, you always get the Sid playing softball in the summer thing.
Right.
I always liked Sid. I've always considered him a very good friend. Loved to work out. Great guy to travel with. Never missed a meal. Never missed a workout. Wasn't a big partier, but once or twice a week, he'd get a little buzz with you.
Mm-hmm.
And, but Sid always liked the smoke. He wasn't going to drink because he wasn't going to take empty calories.
Mm.
I remember one time Sid and I were driving, and we came out of Marion, Indiana. So when we came in, we came off whatever the interstate is there, and we took a right. So when we came out, we both were stoned, and we took a right. So we're driving and talking, and all of a sudden Sid goes, we're heading the wrong way. I said, why is that? He goes, we're like 60 miles from like Louisville. We're supposed to be going to Indianapolis. And I'm like, fuck. I'm driving too. I'm baked. And the thing was, it wasn't like, all we did was go up to the next exit, turn around, and just kept talking. Just like,
right.
Fuck it. Like, we don't care,
Right.
But,
yeah, Sid could have been a special
he is.
addition to the.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he could just been superstar status. I think he could have been.
Look,
you talked about the Hogan thing. Yeah, it could have been him.
Just
after Hogan.
No, I just, what are you going to do?
Me, I'm going to read Mr. Mike Noble's question. He says, let's see if I can go 2 for 2 on questions. While in TNA, you cut an unairable promo on the Dudleys after Chris Sabin was knocked out by the Dudleys and still tried to get their stuff in on him. If it's not private, could you share a little on this situation?
So I thought it was fucked up. I thought that they should have stopped the match. It wasn't like fucking TNA was, it wasn't like WrestleMania. There was 100,000 people at fucking the Impact Zone. I just thought they were careless. They hurt a young kid who just happened to be a fucking one of my buddies, one of my young bucks from fucking Detroit that I was
That's right.
very fucking fond of. And I just went out there and cut a scathing interview, and I got fined.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got fined.
The old fine comes out.
I got fined because I went into business for myself. So
I don't think it's fine worthy.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard that from Bubba that Scott and I castrated baby faces, so you never know.